Hey everyone, RogueGold here, and today I want to show you guys what the absolute fastest method is to gain season levels, whether you're going for the Backfire at level 55, the Memento at 90, or anything else on the season track. This is going to be the absolute fastest way to go and get those season levels up. Now I will preface by saying I know that a lot of other people have done these types of videos showing this method in previous seasons and for this season, but obviously, I have people subscribed here that don't watch other people, and so I just want to get this out to as many people as possible so it can benefit everyone. But additionally, if you've watched one for a previous season, there is new stuff to know this season, as there are 2 new directives that kind of impact how this functions, which ones you want to put on, which ones you don't, and there's new builds. I'm using Hunter's Fury for this, and so I think it's actually a very viable way to do it, as opposed to some other seasons where there were other builds that people were using. So overall, there's some new stuff to bring to the table, and if you don't know this method, then you're absolutely going to want to know it heading into grinding out the season. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. Alright, so I'm going to explain kind of how this method works, and then we'll get into what my recommendations are for how to personalize it for your own experience. Basically, it's resource convoys. The activities that go between different hostile control points. You can see ones right there. Just disappeared, but there's one right here. They're all over the map. And so basically what you want to do is find where they're going, and then say if I wanted to go to this one down in the southwest area there, I'd fast travel to the safe house, I would run just right there in the middle, block them off, and do the activity there. And basically how that works is that you kill the first group of 4 adds that are there, and then you get 2 additional waves that spawn out of the same point. Now the reason why these are so efficient and good is not only because they give really good XP, but they're very quick to do, because those 2 additional waves that come after you clear these guys spawn out of the same door, or the same manhole cover, or wherever it spawns. And I'll go in and show what that looks like in a minute, but just know that that's basically why these are so good, is because you can do them so fast and they give so much XP. And part of the reason why is because we're doing directives. Now, people have a lot of different thoughts on what the kind of best setup is for this as far as difficulty and directives. The way I like to do it is heroic with 3 directives. That's going to give me the most base amount of XP, and then 3 directives amplifies it by 75%. A lot of people like to do it on challenging or even hard, and that's fine. Whatever you're most comfortable with doing, then that's what you want to do. I just like to do heroic because obviously it gives the most XP, and I only, maybe I die at one out of every 10. And that's a pretty good ratio considering I'm getting a lot more XP out of it every time I go through. But if you want to do challenging, have that, larger safety net so you don't die as much and all that, then go for it. As for directives, this is where it's changed a bit from Season 2. Back in Season 2, obviously scavenge skills didn't exist. It was cool skills then, and I did not like cool skills, so I didn't run that. What I ran, I think, was the armor kit one, which has now been replaced also by fragile armor. And when Hunter's Fury wasn't around, I ran Eclipse. But now, obviously, I don't really want to run Fragile Armor because that kind of sucks. Pistol Arrow you could, but it's really annoying when you're trying to fast travel around quickly to different safe houses, and every time you go, it'll take away your ammo, so I don't really like to do that one. So how I run it now is I do scavenge skills with Hunter's Fury because it kind of just makes sense with the build. You kill someone, your skills are on cooldown, you can just run over, get that thing to get your cooldown back, and just keep running around doing your thing. That's kind of just synergizes with the build. But when I was running Eclipse, obviously I didn't have that, and I had the armor kit one. So this is what my recommendation would be for the directives, because like I said, Pistol Arrow is going to take away your ammo every time you're trying to fast travel around unless you always go to missions or something that's not a safe zone, and that gets pretty annoying, at least for me. And Fragile Armor is just going to be super annoying, especially if we're on Heroic. If you're on harder challenging, then Fragile Armor might make more sense, but for me, these 3 are the ideal ones, and I'm using, like I said, 4 pieces of Hunter's Fury and just Adrenaline Rush and Intimidate. It works really well. Let's get into some gameplay examples so you can see just how efficient it is. So what you're going to see in these 2 clips is that I'm able to single out where the resource convoy is headed in. I get the first wave, which is just, cleared out wherever it is, and then I immediately find out where the spawn point is. Now, part of this is going to come with experience. If you're just starting this method out, you might not be as efficient as I'm going to be in this video, or as the potential for you to be could be. Because in certain spots, I already know where the spawn door is going to be. Like, there's a spot by Viewpoint Museum that I know is a really good one, so whenever I see a convoy going there, I immediately head to that one because that spawn closet is really good to camp. There are certain ones like that you're going to find out over time. I got lucky with both of these, and they both came out of a manhole cover right behind me, so I was just able to camp it right there, and they never even barely got out of it. So if you can find those certain ones, and over time as you learn it more, you're going to find out more and more where those are, and you can do it quicker and quicker and just make the farm that much better. I don't know if I cut all the way to where I get the XP from this, but doing the method I am with Heroic with 3 directives, you get about 515,000 experience per resource convoy, which is really good considering one level is 700k. you're getting about 80% of a level through one thing. So that's really awesome. And yeah, there's not much else to say other than, like I said, over time, you're going to get better and better at it. You're going to find out where certain points where they can intersect. There's certain times where you can get two convoys going opposite directions, but they cross the same, intersection at the same time. You can get 2 in 1. There's a lot of stuff like that that'll happen over time as you continue to do it. And if you keep grinding at it, you could possibly even get level 100 in like a day, maybe a day and a half. So yeah, it's a really great method. There it is, guys. That is the absolute best method to farm out season levels, or just shade levels in general if you need those too, but especially applicable when the seasons come out. Again, I'm sure some of you already knew this and have seen other guides on it, but like I said, I just wanted to make an updated one for both Season 3 as well as any new players that have come in with TU11 and the Summit, because at the end of the day, everyone can benefit from this, and so we can all help each other out and make the game a better place in the end. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you can be updated every time I upload. Let me know in the comments if there's any important factor of this method that you think I missed out on or didn't point out. Let me know what your preferred difficulty and directive settings are. I'm interested to see if anyone is matching up with mine or if people have a different idea on that. And yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks again, everyone. Have a great day, and until the next one, guys, RogueGold out.